Tomorrow's already a busy day. I'm paying a visit to the fishing village of Kohima. From this harbour, dominated by its 17th century Spanish tower, Hemingway set out on fishing trips aboard the Pilar. He loved the skills of the local fishermen, and they loved him enough to raise hard-earned cash for this memorial.
Something about Hemingway, it seems to have defied the sculptor's art. I mean, I've yet to find a bust anywhere that looks anything like him. I mean, this one looks like a cross between George V and Lenin. Actually, Hemingway himself apparently didn't like being sculpted anyway, and maybe that's it.
This was the first Hemingway Plaza anywhere in the world, but for true aficionados, there is an even more important shrine in Kohima.
This is the house I want, because the person who lives here probably knows more about Hemingway in Cuba than anyone else alive. His name is Gregorio Fuentes. He's 101. Hello, I wonder if it's possible to speak to Gregorio for a while.
My grandfather is not here now. He's go to the cachon, to the boatyard.
That way?
That way,
okay.
The boatyard.
Oh, thanks very much. Thank you.
It seems entirely right that I catch up with Gregorio amongst fishing boats. It's a world from which he's made a living for over 80 years. 26 of them as mate, then captain of the Pilar. For a man who was born before Hemingway, he's remarkably fit and still smokes like a chimney. But where do I start? Well, I suppose it's obvious, really.
I think I read in a book by a guy called Gregorio Fuentes that Hemingway never wore underpants on board ship. Is this true?
That's all just blah, blah, blah. Ugly rumors. How was he supposed to know Hemingway didn't wear underwear without seeing him? Eh? If Norberto Fuentes had seen him, then okay. But he never did. He never watched Hemingway getting dressed. He never saw him without underwear.
What did Hemingway think about Castro?
They got on very well. I only heard them talking. I wasn't about to join in their conversation, but I know they got on really well.
What do you think about the American blockade and the political future? Do you think things will change with America?
I'll tell you. I heard Hemingway say there was going to be a big war, where the entire world was going to defeat the United States. And then the USA would be less powerful than the little island of Cuba.
Do you believe that?
Sí, sí.
I once read that Hemingway said you could never fight a fish with a bottle in your hand. Did he ever drink and fish at the same time?
No. Él siempre bebió.
No, it's not true. He always drank. But there were many people who just saw him from afar and started talking rubbish. They saw him with a glass in his hand and they started saying he's a drunk. How do they know he's a drunk? Because they saw him with a glass in his hand. God, they can all go to hell.